Gusto ko lang i-share yung isang ordinaryong araw na hindi naman dapat big deal, pero tumama sa dibdib ko. Hindi ito about pity. Hindi rin to about look at me. Gusto ko lang ilagay sa words yung pakiramdam kapag bawat piso may katapat na choice. Tapos kailangan mo pa ring umasta na parang normal lang. Last week nagising ako na alam kong tight na naman yung araw. Payday was still a few days away. May natira akong pera sa wallet, barya, mostly, tapos dalawang maliit na bill na pinag-iisipan ko na kung para saan. I already did the usual math sa utak ko habang nagbubukas ng ilaw. Pamasahe, papasok, pamasahe pauwi, konting allowance kung sakaling may emergency, then lunch kung kakayanin. I work in an office, not high paying. Hindi rin naman sobrang baba, pero sakto lang talaga, lalo na kapag may bayarin na sabay-sabay. Rent, kuryente, load, paminsan gamot. Kapag may nasira sa bahay, biglang nag-iiba yung buong buwan. Some days, I feel okay. Other days, parang may maliit na bato sa sapatos na hindi mo maalis. That morning, nagdala ako ng tubig at tinapay. I told myself, okay na to, lunch na lang mamaya. Pero habang nasa commute ako, naramdaman ko na yung gutom, yung parang humihila sa tiyan mo. I tried to ignore it. I kept thinking, makakasurvive ako hanggang lunch. Then I'll decide. Pagdating sa office, normal work. Emails, tasks, meetings, yung usual. Tumatawa pa ako sa jokes ng mga kasama ko. Kasi ayoko maging yung taong laging pagod. I can function. I can smile. That part is easy, kahit minsan hindi ko ramdam. Nung malapit na mag-lunch, narinig ko yung usual question sa paligid. Saan tayo kakain? May mga nagyaya ng fast food. May nag-mention ng cafe nearby. I didn't join. Sinabi ko lang, may aasikasuhin lang ako saglit. That's my go-to line. It sounds neutral. No explanations needed. Sa labas ng building, may karinderya sa tabi ng maliit na eskinita. Hindi siya fancy. Plastic chairs, stainless na trays ng ulam, plus yung kaldero ng panin sa gilid. Malinis naman, simple lang. Alam ko na yung presyo nila kasi doon ako minsan kumakain kapag kaya. Minsan din, dumadaan lang ako para tumingin. Tapos lalayo na parang may ibang sadya. That day, pumasok ako. I told myself, just check. Tingnan mo muna. The smell of garlic and sabaw hit me. It's the smell of food you want. But you have to earn per bite. May ulam na adobo, may gulay, may pritong isda, may sinigang. May isa akong nakita na parang perfect for me that day. Something simple, not too oily. Tinanong ko si ate sa counter, magkano po yung ulam na to? She said, 70 pesos. Regular serving. 70 pesos. Alam ko, for many people, maliit lang. Isang coffee sa mall, mas mahal. Pero sa akin, that number was not just a price. It was a decision. Because if I spend 70 pesos on ulam, may katapat siyang bawas sa pamasahe ko pa uwi, or sa allowance ko bukas, or sa buffer ko kung biglang may kailangan. I checked my wallet. I saw coins that looked plenty but weren't. A couple of 20s, some 10s, a lot of 5s and 1s. I started counting quietly with my fingers inside my pocket para hindi halata. Would I be safe pag pauwi? Would I have enough if the fare changes? Or if I need to buy something essential? May dalawang tao sa likod ko. Office din siguro. Narinig ko yung isa. Ang sarap. Pa-extra rice ako. They were casual, relaxed. Walang masama doon. Normal sila. I was the one doing the internal accounting like a cashier. Bigla kong naramdaman yung hiya. Hindi dahil sa karinderya, kundi dahil sa sarili ko. Kasi part of me wanted to step back and leave. Like I didn't belong there unless I could order without thinking. I stood there too long, so I forced my voice to work. Sige po, sabi ko kay ate, half lang po kung pwede. She looked at me, not in a judging way, more like she was confirming. Half ulam? Tanong niya. Opo, sabi ko. Tapos half rice lang din. There's a particular feeling when you ask for half. It's not always shame. Sometimes it's practical. But that day, for me, it carried something heavy. It felt like I was making my life smaller in front of strangers. Ate scooped the ulam carefully. She didn't make it look like konti. She portioned it in a way that still looked like a meal. Then she asked, "Tubig ka ba?" I said I brought my own. She nodded and she gave me the plate. While I was waiting for the rice, I heard someone laugh behind me. It wasn't about me, but my brain did that thing where every sound feels personal. I chose a seat sa gilid, yung hindi masyadong kita. I ate slowly. The food was good, honestly. Mainit, may lasa, sakto yung timpla. I tried to just enjoy it. Pero bawat subo may kasamang thought, this is worth it. Then another thought, kaya ko ba to bukas ulit? Habang kumakain ako, may dumating na matandang lalaki. Hindi ko alam kung customer or maybe kapitbahay. He asked for sabaw lang. Ate gave him a small bowl. Simple exchange. But that moment stayed with me because it reminded me na marami talagang klase ng kain. Minsan ulam at kanin. Minsan sabaw lang. Minsan tubig at tiis. There was also a young woman, maybe a student or working too, who asked for gulay and rice. She was counting coins openly. No shame, just focus. She looked calm, and I thought maybe it's not shameful. Maybe I'm the one attaching shame to it. But I couldn't fully remove the feeling. Pride is weird that way. It can protect you, pero it can also hurt you. After a few minutes, someone from the office messaged me, "Uy, nasaan ka? Tara coffee." I stared at the message. Coffee would have been nice, but it wasn't part of my math. I replied, "May ginagawa lang ako, next time." Then I put my phone down and kept eating. When I finished, I sat there for a bit. Hindi ako agad tumayo. I was trying to let the meal settle, but also trying to settle my emotions. Kasi, ang totoo, hindi naman ako umiyak. Hindi ako nag-breakdown. I went back to the office. Normal ulit. Work. More tasks. My stomach felt better. Pero my head was still running the numbers. That lunch, even if half lang, felt like a statement about my life. Not in a dramatic way. In a simple, practical way. Later that afternoon, one of my coworkers offered me snacks. May extra akong biscuit. Gusto mo? I said yes. Thank you. I didn't explain. She didn't ask. That's one thing I appreciate about some people. Pag-uwi ko, I did the same routine. Commute, a bit of traffic. Pagdating sa room, I checked my wallet again. May natira pa, sakto. Not comfortable, but safe. I felt relief, pero may kasamang lungkot. Relief, because I made it through the day without borrowing. Lungkot, because the margin was that thin. That night, I cooked instant noodles. Not because I love it, but because it was there. Habang kumakain ako, I kept thinking about the 70 pesos. About how it can be small and big at the same time. Small when you look at it alone. Big when you're balancing everything else. I'm not blaming anyone. Hindi ko sinasabi na masama yung mga taong hindi kailangan magbilang ng barya. Sana nga dumami pa yung taong hindi na kailangan mag-decide between food and fare. I'm not angry at them. I'm mostly just sad that I can't always be gentle with myself. May part din sa akin na ayaw umamin na nahihirapan. Kasi in my head, may trabaho ka naman. Nakakakain ka naman. May bubong ka naman. Totoo lahat yun. But struggle doesn't always look like rock bottom. Sometimes it looks like constant calculation. Yung hindi ka naman nawawala, pero lagi kang naka-hold breath. The next day, dumaan ulit ako sa karinderya, pero hindi ako bumili. Tumigil lang ako saglit sa tapat, parang nag-check lang ng menu. Ate saw me and smiled like she recognized me. I nodded back. Then I walked away. I told myself, babalik ako kapag kaya na. It was a promise, not a performance. On payday, I did come back. I ordered that 70 pesos ulam, regular serving, and full rice. Di ko sinabi kay ate na, today I can. Hindi ko ginawa yung moment na parang achievement speech. I just paid, sat down, and ate. Pero inside, I felt something loosen. Not because I suddenly became okay financially, but because, for once, I didn't have to argue with myself over a plate of food. I think that's the part I want to leave here. Yung reality na minsan, food is not just food. It's dignity, it's comfort, it's a test of how thin your budget is. It's also a reminder na may mga tao sa paligid mo na may kanya-kanyang invisible math. If you're reading this and you've never had to count coins for lunch, I'm not asking you to feel guilty. I'm just asking you to remember that for someone else, 70 pesos can be a decision that affects the rest of their day. If you have counted coins before, I hope you're not too hard on yourself. Practicality is not shame. Asking for half is not a failure. It's just what you need at that moment. And for the people like that ate sa karinderya and that co-worker who offered a biscuit without questions, thank you. You don't always know what you're saving someone from, even if it's just a small crack in their pride. I don't know if this post makes sense. I just wanted to say it plainly. Some days, I can afford the ulam. Some days, I have to choose. And I'm trying to live with that choice without letting it make me smaller as a person. The end. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for more stories. Once again, I'm Lechon and I'll see you next time.